All right, welcome. Today, we are diving into something pretty cool, a brand new blueprint for building an online business. And this one, it promises to tear down the walls that used to make this stuff so hard and expensive. And it's all powered by one massive game changer, artificial intelligence.
So, get this. This is the big promise, right? The core idea is that you are one single winning product away from completely changing your life. Kind of wild, huh? But okay, how do you actually find that magic product? And how do you build a whole business around it? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down right now. So what's the secret sauce here? Well, this new method takes the old school model of dropshipping and turbocharges it with a whole bunch of modern AI tools. The end result is something they're calling Dropshipping 2.0.
All right, let's get right into it. First things first, what is Dropshipping 2.0? I mean, what's the big deal? And, what really makes it different from all the other ways of selling stuff online that you've probably heard about?
So here's the deal. That 2.0 isn't just a gimmick. It really means something. It's all about using AI to make every single step of the process faster and easier. We're talking about everything from the very beginning, finding that product, all the way to building your store and even getting orders to customers. It's the classic work smarter, not harder idea, but on a whole new level. Okay, first pillar, and this one is without a doubt the most important part of the whole thing, finding a winning product. I mean, it just makes sense, right? If you find an amazing product, it practically sells itself. Everything that comes after is just so much easier. So yeah, how do you actually find one?
The million-dollar question, isn't it? And here's the key. This isn't about guesswork. It's not about just picking something you personally think is cool. No, the whole point is to follow a system, a process that's driven by data, to find products that people already want to buy.
So check this out. It boils down to this really simple but super powerful checklist. The thinking is that a great product has to hit at least 2 of these points. Does it have that wow effect? The kind of thing that makes you stop scrolling on your phone? Does it actually solve a real problem for someone? And can you show a super clear before and after? If you can check a couple of those boxes, you're in the sweet spot.
And this is the modern playbook for how you find those products. Step 1 is brilliant. You just go where the attention is. You're analyzing TikTok trends, looking for things that are already going viral. Then, step 2, you use what are basically spy tools to see what other stores are already successfully selling. And finally, step 3, you validate it all. You look at the data to make sure you can actually make money on it. You're not just guessing, you're confirming.
All right, let's move on to the second pillar, the AI-powered store builder. So, you've got your product. Awesome. Now you need a place to sell it, right? A storefront. And man, this used to be the hard part. It could take weeks, even months of design and coding. But now, AI can literally build the whole thing for you in just minutes.
Just look at this toolkit. It's incredible. Instead of spending all that time and money on branding and web design, you've got a specific AI tool for each and every task. You need a name? Bam! Namelix. A logo? Luca's gotcha. Building the actual website? Shopify plus a builder. It even helps you write the boring legal pages? It's all about speed, getting it done fast. Okay, now for the third pillar, and this is where the real magic happens. This is the engine that makes the whole thing run, automating the supply chain. The dream here is to build a business that basically runs on its own, fulfilling orders without you ever having to lift a finger. And this slide just lays it out so clearly. On the one side, you've got old school retail. You have to buy a ton of inventory up front, find a place to store it. It's a huge risk. But then you look at dropshipping. You completely get rid of that risk. A customer orders from you, they pay you, and then, and this is the key, you use their money to buy the product from the supplier. The supplier then ships it directly to the customer. You're the connector. You never even see or touch the product. But to make this whole hands-off thing actually work, you need something to connect all the pieces. Think of it like a central nervous system for your business, a piece of software that links your store, your customers, and your suppliers together. And in this particular blueprint, there's one specific app that's the heart of the whole operation.
And this is how that automation actually plays out. Once you get it set up, the entire fulfillment process just happens. An order comes into your store, the software sees it, grabs the details, and automatically places that same order with your supplier. The supplier then ships the product. All of this happens without you clicking a single button. And that frees you up to focus on the one thing that actually makes you more money: marketing.
All right, so let's zoom out for a second and look at the big picture. How do these 3 pillars, finding a product, Building the store and automating the supply chain, how do they all fit together to create a complete blueprint for a business? And here it is, the whole process in a nutshell. It's a cycle, really. You find a hot product using those spy tools. You use AI to quickly build a store around it. You use automation so you don't have to worry about shipping. And then you can pour all your time and energy into what matters most, marketing and selling. And the best part? The money and the data you get from one winner, well, that just fuels your search for the next one.
But let's be real for a second. None of this, the cool tools, the automation, none of it matters if you're not actually making any money, right?
And really, the whole financial side of things comes down to one dead simple rule. It's called the 3X rule. All you do is take your total cost for the product, so that's the price from the supplier plus the shipping, and you multiply it by 3. That's your selling price, period. Following that simple rule makes sure you have plenty of room to pay for your ads and still walk away with a nice profit on every single sale. So when you put it all together, what's the big takeaway? It's that the barriers to starting an online business have just been completely demolished. The tools are faster, they're cheaper, they're smarter than ever. But that leads to a really interesting question, doesn't it? When all the technical stuff becomes this easy, what's the real difference between success and failure? Is it being a marketing genius, having amazing branding, or is it just the grit to keep testing and testing until you finally land on that one winning product? That, right there, is the new game.